Hey guys, so I did post a video introducing myself. So I want to elaborate a little on it. I got diabetes when I was 11 years old. Things when I was a teenager, didn't take care of myself, thought I was invincible. I also was told that if your blood sugar is high, you would lose weight. So that was an issue as well. I thought, I've always yo-yoed with my weight. I go up, I go down. Now I'm losing weight, but so it wasn't until about 5 years ago I had abscesses that were lanced throughout the time with infection and stuff, but those are just little small things. But 5 years ago, I had a small ulcer on the bottom of my foot, and the doctor started to bring in on it. Personally, I don't think it should have been touched because that was my good leg. He was working on the other leg as well because it had just went through surgery. So they were trying to get the surgical spot to heal up because I have what's called Charcot foot. Another thing wrong with me. Sometimes I forget some of the things that's wrong with me. But a little about Charcot foot. Basically, I was at a fitness boot camp thing and I fell and my foot just was swollen. Went to the doctor. He took an x-ray of it and he said, do not put pressure on it. Pretty much it's fractured bones. But I walk on it fine. It hasn't bothered me since. That was about 10 years ago. So why bother it when it's not doing anything? But like I said, 5 years ago, he was messing with that ulcer. Well, infection got in it because it was my main leg. I couldn't wear a shoe. It was getting dirty. So, went to the doctor. He's like, you're going to lose your big toe. So, yeah, it wasn't a big deal. I mean, it was devastating, but I was like, okay, big toe's better than no foot. So, they took the toe off. It was maybe a couple months later. I was very, very sick. Very sick. When I say I was sick, I was nauseous, throwing up. It was bad. They took me to the hospital. I remember I met Dr. Holt. He was he's a great surgeon. But when I first met him, I'm telling you, we did not get along. He doesn't have the greatest bedside manner. He'll tell you straight up how it is. But after that surgery, before the surgery, he kept going on about my blood sugars, on and on and on. And I said a cuss word in front of him. I said that word. He just sat down in the chair and looked at me like, who's this girl? After surgery, my dad asked him if they cut out my tongue. If he cut out my tongue during surgery, but whatever. But now, me and Dr. Holt are great. We're like, he's like family almost. But he said, he was going to just take the foot. And I said, please take what you got to take. I don't want to come back in here and have to deal with this. So he went and took below my knee. It was below my knee. So he took it off. And it healed up fine. Everything was great. I got a prosthetic made. I was using that prosthetic. Then, that was it was June 2015 when that happened. Well, earlier before all that happened, I had been on a knee walker and I flipped over it and it ruined my knee. So they tried to do a knee graft, didn't work. So December 2016, they went in and did a total knee replacement. Dr. Nash, he's awesome. Best doctor ever in the Chattanooga area. I would highly recommend him if you live here. But then I got infection in it. Of course, infection loves me. So that was about a month after my knee replacement. So they took the knee out and put it back in. They cleaned it. A month later, another infection. So they took it out for 6 weeks. I did not even have a knee for 6 to 9 weeks. Then they put it back in. This time I did good. I had no issues with it. Well, then that Thanksgiving, November 2017. I don't know how this. Well, my prosthetic wasn't fitting the greatest. I was walking around the hospital while I was in there with my below the knee prosthetic. Well, the prosthetic would fall off, and it created what's called a pressure sore on the bottom of my stomach. Got infected. So then they had to go in, take above the knee. It just wasn't able to be saved. So let's fast forward to 3 years to June 2020, this year. I woke up one morning, couldn't put pressure on my knee. The same knee where the knee replacement was. Come to find out, it was infected. I'm telling you, infection loves me. So then they went in. He was hoping to just clean it and put it back in, but there was loose parts. Their infection was very strong, so they took it all the way out for about 9 to 10 weeks. And I went to inpatient rehab. They finally put it back in August 6th, the beginning of this month, and it's doing great. It's still new, but it's doing really great. So, and from my previous surgeries on my knee replacement, my knee got stuck in a bend, and it was hard to walk with a prosthetic with it because it was stuck like that. So it's really great that I actually had this surgery. It's actually a blessing because they got it straighter. But I wanted to get you a little rundown. I will elaborate more on some of the stories. I'm sure some of it doesn't even make sense. You're like, what? Knee replacement? So I will elaborate a little bit more, but I wanted to give a little about me. I did a small introduction, but I hope y'all have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.